was yesterday. You've got a whole. Every motherfucking 16, hand gripping my pants by the inseam. Cotton big and dirty, but the kid clean. Yeah.
Well, you know, MC means a person that can move the crowd and basically control an audience. A rapper, like, you might get a team on the stage, but they are afraid of the audience, or they can only sing their hit record. But a true MC, when they're on the stage, they're just in control of that whole audience. Rhyming is something they do, but that's not all they do.
Inevitably coming steadily, readily, pedaling heavily from balcony to mezzanine, annihilated entire scenes. Your boy just came through with a mean mug and a fitted cap. I've had it up to here with all this trash and people call it rap. Let's face facts, it's probably time we cut to the chase. Big dirty cotton known to dislocate a hater's face. That new location's not on Apple Ways or Google Maps. Never seen again like most of the kids on those milk carton backs. We on attack, been on a path of destruction, literally desecrating all your family functions. Make no assumptions and only speak when you're spoken to. We start the revolution like we're the ones that were chosen to. It comes together like former addicts and crazy glue. State of emergency is taking over global news. You get bruised and beaten by these aggressive beats. This three-headed ugly monster setting fire to your street.
An MC is more somebody that cares about skills. A rapper more or less cares about swagger or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the new word today or whatever. So an MC is more passionate about his skill, more intent about knowing how important it is to create, you know what I mean, originality.
So it's my turn, I guess I'll start to rip the microphone apart and put it back together. All random like Picasso art. The days that making sense for you are so far in the past. Yo, I was nice, you caught me slipping, I'm coming back to whoop your ass. The way we take shape to form one giant fucking beast is like if Death Row and Bad Boy really got along up in the streets. Effects are monumental, truly change the way that we are seen. Proving once and again we're the best in any scene. And we don't play by any rules, but still it's BDC for the easy win. Because we barely have to say a word to get under your skin. You and your sensitivity have that much to discuss. You should both get a room, freshen up and lick my nuts. I'm here for everybody, you ain't with it, hit the bricks. You know I'm Tyson with my words, but I ain't messing with no sticks. So if we're gonna fight, it's rap, battle, or the fist. You bring a weapon and that proves you're just a bitch with a dick.
I can't believe you guys. Okay, I've had it. That's it. That's it. What are you doing? Some people started singing it. What is this?
It's fucking over now, isn't it?
Every time. And Scrub.com. Welcome to the show, everybody. The real producer is back in the place to be. The guy that understands how to use a microphone is here, and
Fuck off.
Back. Oh, you
You didn't
can't
tell me where your microphone was.
It's attached to the fucking desk that you did the show from.
I didn't
It's
see
literally-
it.
It's right here.
Okay.
It
I
wasn't
think
there.
we are
It wasn't
getting
there
ahead,
when I was
we're
there.
getting ahead of ourselves. let's start by just saying welcome everybody to Scrub Hop Live on this beautiful Wednesday night. Thank you guys for joining us. Everybody there in the comments, we appreciate the fuck out of you guys. My name is JDirty. To my side is Big Trox, and our down below is Big Troxy Cotton. You guys, welcome to the show. What up, fellas? How you guys doing?
No matter how much I want to rail on Cotton for just his ineptitude, what I really just want to say now is
I might be fine.
that's it.
Okay.
I'm actually fine.
Okay. So the fact that you would start off this episode making fun of me when the reason that I broke into your studio was to be of service to you, my brother by blood, and that you would do this to me to start the episode is fucking offensive and rude.
Again, we're just jumping over. So what we're talking about is last week, Big Trox wasn't able to be here, guys. For 2 weeks, we haven't done it live because Big Trox has been fucking off.
We did it live last week.
I know. I said Big Trox wasn't here. So last week, Troxy Cotton and myself, we jumped on here. We fucked with y'all. We got to meet Starbeats Kid. And as a thank you, you obviously printed out her art and put that up for this week as you promised. That's
still didn't do that.
It's someone else in the studio right now.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's voluminous.
So so Big Trox wasn't here, and Cotton joined me on the live from the Big Trox recording studio, the official Big Trox spot. And it's true. It did sound like perhaps you just stole his background and then you put it into like a tin can or something, because it was the sound was very weird. But you were here, so it was all straight up and down like 6 o'clock.
You want to know what the sound was?
Explain.
The sound was like this the whole time. Like if Cotton had the microphone on, but it was in another room. And
it did sort of sound like that.
Was it? Wait. Was that the microphone that was picking me up still?
Yeah.
The one that was a foot away from your fucking face.
Dude, I didn't even see it there. I didn't know it was there. And that's
sometimes I wonder if you have any awareness of like your spatial
any surroundings.
Yeah, like what goes on? What goes because
let me tell you.
Let me get in real quick.
Because why don't you tell me?
First of all, thank you guys for trying to include me. I was in where was I that night? I was in Skagway, Alaska, and I was on the ship with very, very poor service. But I had
You care to talk about what ship it was? Like maybe if their service is so bad, we won't go on a cruise with them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cruise with this line after you say who it is.
Here's what I gotta tell you guys.
Service hit an iceberg. Get out of here.
You were cruising with the Titanic?
If you're trying to be connected to the internet, I don't recommend going on a cruuse. It's kind of difficult.
If you're trying to get COVID, I totally recommend.
I would recommend going on a cruise. If you're looking for COVID, I know a guy.
Now who's burying the lead? Come on.
We're going to be burying our friend if he keeps going on this adventure.
My brother, all right? My brother.
By blood.
So I was on the ship and I was trying to connect to the show. I was out on my balcony and I had like 2 bars of cell service, and then I had like minimal Wi-Fi, and I'm like, this might work, you know what I'm saying? And I clicked in. I could hear you guys, but I couldn't see anything at all. Like it was just black screen, but I could hear you both talking clear as day. So I was just trying to respond, and it didn't work out.
I think there was a super delay between just everything because it didn't work. But
I was like as far away as you could be, being in the United States still.
Yes. So it's all good. It's like never mind.
But what I will say is I couldn't tell what was going on back in the studio because I couldn't see anything. And so when I got home on Sunday, naturally I turned on Scrub Hop Live 99, and I turned it on and I'm like, Jesus, what's going on with Cotton? First of all, I've got lighting set up in this room so that you can have some decent lighting. He threw that right out the window. He left the door open behind me, so you pick up all the sound of the door being wide open, and you didn't have any of the vinyl records, and you didn't use the goddamn microphone. And the whole time
records up, they weren't
the
there
whole
already?
time. I'm watching.
No, you had the door open. So
all I kept thinking. Yeah. And all I kept thinking the whole time I'm watching is, okay, at what point is he going to figure out to pull the microphone in front of his face? And then 30 minutes later, you never figured out to pull the microphone.
Even before we started, he's like, I can't, this is the best we got, but I got here. I think this is going to work. I was like, what was I supposed to say? Like,
it was really far away. It's on this farm.
Here.
It's like attached to the end of this desk, which is at least 12 inches away from where you're sitting. So I get it why you wouldn't see that. Makes sense. Right.
It's not a matter. Okay, so here's the let me.
Oh yeah, and real quick before I let you rebut me, Cotton.
Oh,
happy
shit.
100, boys.
Wow.
We Pro Hop Live keeps it 100, boy. We keep it 100.
We're almost 2 years into this live business.
And you know what you got to say when that shit happens, okay?
Whee!
That's right. Because as we all know,
digital world, bro.
And we got to go.
And 1 month from tonight, it will be 2 years of doing lives. Fuck yeah! What's up, Cotton?
Lynn,
what rebuttal do you want to do?
Just to allow me to rebut myself. So let's break it down all the way to the beginning. Why was I in Big Trox's studio? I was in Big Trox's studio because I was asked to check on his pussy all week. He was like, "Hey, can you come by my house? Can you check my pussy, make sure my pussy's all right for the week?"
Sorry,
because he was like, if I come home. Yeah, because he was like, if I come home and I got a bad pussy, I'm going to be a sad boy. So I got to make sure my pussy's good while I'm gone. So I was there doing the pussy checks.
Just tell the story.
As I was requested to do the pussy checks. You understand? But then, see, you even laughed after the last one. But then the point being is that I decided to do this. I was like, okay, it's going to be funny if I do the podcast from his location because it's going to be like, oh, no, don't worry about it. I was checking his pussy. The point being is that I was like,
here's the problem, my guy.
I came up with the idea. I was like, I'm going to go over there because I knew it was the same night. I was like, I'm going to go over there same time and I'm going to do it from his house. It's going to be funny. And I was like, I'm going to like this. It's going to work. So then I get in there. And thank you.
Your idea was to be on the air the exact same time we always are?
Yes, but from his location. I wanted to be from his location.
Fair. I thought it was a cool effect.
It was it's not pushy shtick. I said pushy.
You can't even say your own tagline, you pussy.
You pushy. No, the point being is that
motherfucker.
By the time I got in there, it was already time for us to do the live. I pretty much figured that it was going to look exactly how it does with Big Trox right now. I thought the microphone would be right there. I thought the light would be on. When I first got there, I was talking to Jay.
You're used to nothing in the room, so nothing has to be changed. But like there's
no, you just gotta click a button on the light, which I know where the button on the light is in my place, and then I gotta open up my camera.
Like the one thing in your room is a button. Like you just standing up.
I got a button and I got a camera cover. So I know the steps when I got to turn on my studio. I don't know his steps. I don't know what he does to turn on his studio. So I got in there and I even had to text him because I was talking to you, JDirty.
I'm going to go through some of my steps. Oh, there's a step and there's another step. All right.
Jay, I was talking to you before we went live. That was when I had a completely black screen like this. My screen looked like this, but you could still hear my voice before we went live. Because
I have to uncover it because something.
No. That's not even what I thought. That's not even what I thought. What I thought initially was he has a webcam that he plugs in. Gross. He has a webcam that he plugs in, and then he sets it up to the top of his computer. Of course, that's what's going on here. That's not what happened. That's not what's happening. His light is covering his camera lens. And how would a person who doesn't record there every week know that? There's no way they would know that.
But in fairness, did he say next week go to my house and do it?
No.
We didn't plan to do it. That was a last minute sort of decision. So you made it work.
In fairness, that's a good point. But then secondly, I did not know that there was a microphone right there, and I thought that maybe he had moved it somewhere else, or maybe it wasn't plugged in, and I was like, I don't know where his microphone is. I guess this is how it is.
No, I did. I moved it right here.
In this 14 minutes, you think that on non-show nights he moves his microphone and his vinyl records to another room?
Potentially.
Like, why the fuck would he do that?
No. Because that kind of shit used to happen all the time back in the old studio.
But this is called the studio now. Like he has this room.
But I don't know that. I don't spend time there. Like
these people know that. Have you been there?
You were here the night before we left. You were here the night before we left on the cruise, and I was giving you the rundown. You should have seen what was going on in the place.
You weren't giving me the rundown in the studio. You were giving me the rundown with your pussy. You didn't tell me anything.
Tell me that pussy.
You didn't tell me anything about the studio. You were all pussy talk that night.
Big Trox. JDirty told me that you might have a longer version of My Do off of Rapping for Dummies and more, an even longer one. Do I have that? Oh,
yeah. So
why are we
private
dropping
text
the pussy
works
shtick?
too. There is one out there. Jesus Christ.
I don't know why this just had to take a turn away from pussy.
All of a sudden, I feel like my mom's gonna get on here and be like, "Justin, this needs to happen."
Oh,
she took on the accent apparently.
I wonder if maybe I can get my mom to join the chat. I wonder if she's
can you get her? Hit her up. She's also sick.
Yeah. So yeah, speaking of burying the lead, that's really the only souvenir that I brought back from my cruise. And thank you guys for holding down the episode 99. That was really fun to watch. It was enjoyable. Cotton's foibles definitely made me laugh. You know, nothing else. Yes,
and
it made
shouts
me laugh.
out to again Starbeats Kid and X1G.
Yeah,
X1G came through. Starbeats
Neither
Kid
of you guys
through.
had to join us. You joined us. That was dope as fuck. So super mad props to you guys.
Loved it. Starbeats Kid, I'm sorry I don't have your art hanging in my studio. The truth is, I'm just very busy. I've been a busy boy for weeks now. It's tough being me. Honestly, if either one of you guys want to walk a day in my shoes, give it a go. You know what I mean?
Let's drink.
Go ahead.
What is the
sounds
day?
hard.
It's it sounds like a button and a light, and your day's underway.
Yeah.
I just click a button and hit a light, and my day's good. No, it's really
He said, I'm probably never going to draw again, but it's fine. See, you ruined her
drawing. No.
Ruined her creative
she
ability.
was on her way to art school, you son of a bitch.
She was about to go to an institute.
Now she's going to be turning illusions on the side of the highway. What the fuck's wrong?
Illusions, Michael. Illusions.
He's so busy. He's only hung one thing for all of it. Yeah, this is episode 100 of Scrub Hop Live, and he's never changed anything in the background.
I've hung.
He's busy
plenty
being
of
not busy.
I've hung plenty of things for this show.
You know on your last episode.
Hey, look, you got somebody. You got good company here. She's been busy for years. She gets it.
That's nice. That's good. Listen. You can give me a hard time.
Starbeat's busy right now,
and I appreciate you watching the show. What I'm trying to say is that
you for not giving a shit about
just because we have, and I've explained this to you guys before, just because we have different busies doesn't make me not busy. Like the worst day that you've ever had is still the worst day that you've ever had, regardless of how it compares to the worst day someone else.
You realize you could have upload and have sent to your house from your phone that art.
That's not what I'm trying to illustrate right now.
That is what you're saying. That's what we're talking about.
I could send you a link to a service that would deliver that image to your house on a printed canvas that you could order from your phone while you watch one of the many podcasts that you're watching. You could have had that done. It doesn't even require going anywhere.
Most of those podcasts have a promo code to make it fucking cheaper, man.
That's a service you could do from your phone?
Yeah, I do it all the time. How do you think all these photos are hanging in my house?
Bro, you must have a lot more time for research than me because I didn't even know that was a service I could get. Like, I don't have time to research shit like that. You know,
they don't talk about that in the 19 podcasts that you listen to every week.
Have you ever heard of one of those in-house printers that they sell?
What I'm really trying to ask you guys is, other than Big Trox, because we already heard about him, JDirty, how's your weekend?
It is a talent looking busy.
In fairness, we have not, because Big Trox, the like we said, burying the lead. You came back from the cruise with what we thought was a forgotten meme, a thing that no longer affected America and the world. Exactly. And you came back with the one and only. That's right. You came back.
Where did my button go?
With the Corona. with the COVID.
There it is.
Thanks a lot, coronavirus.
That's
Now
what
I got
I'm
a shitty
talking
ass.
about.
You've been saying that for days now.
I've been saying it for days. Yeah, that's one of the fun things about being encapsulated, if you will, with 5,000 of your closest friends on a.
That
on a
sounds like
cruise
you were
ship.
incarcerated. If you ask me, I would never do this.
Listen, I had a wonderful time. It was great. The whole shit about it was great, and I didn't actually get sick until I'd already been home for 2 days. So to me, that's a success.
But when you
feel-
say sick, you tested positive, or you were like fucking, you kicked your ass, you couldn't do shit.
He said COVID again? Yeah, buddy.
He's the Coronas man on the show. He's
Two
not
more
the
is
Coronas.
free, wise guys. So he's almost there.
Well, I'm
Two
just trying.
more
I've already
is free.
collected 3 different vaccines at this point. I'm trying to see if they got another one I might be able to get up on and just see if that might like double me up or something. I don't know.
That should help.
But all I know is it's not fun. It sucks, but I am here to tell
If you keep getting COVID, you won't have to pull out. You can be spitting cottage cheese and fucking laser beams, man.
Oh,
It's gonna
I
be
thought you meant he's not going to be around to see it anyway.
You
know
still
what I
get
mean?
the vid
I
pay.
meant-
No,
I
that's
meant both.
gone, fam. That went away. That's no
Yeah,
longer a thing.
there ain't no vid pay nowhere. You know what I'm saying? They're like,
Yeah,
hey,
no,
Dumbass said,
show
you
your ass
guys
up
should
to work.
absolutely trust Brothers and Brothers 2 again, as well as Dope Dosage in a week in the 90s and make more hats.
I
That's
love
his
you,
response.
man. You
a
are
lot
the
of
shit.
That's his response to my COVID news. We got to make hats.
You guys
Just
making
says,
any
"Doc
hats
got
lately?
COVID again. Oh,
No,
man.
I haven't had a booster yet
Oh.
either.
Listen,
so I
it's
understand.
fine. I'm doing great. My family's doing great. I think about 50% of our
So
party
you
came
said that
back.
you got sick or you did not get sick? Like, were you down and out, like couldn't move type of like symptoms?
Yesterday, I was
Good move.
like, I was real just like cloudy and out of it, kind of like the last time I had COVID. I was just like, everything was just kind of, people would say things to me and it would take me an extra second to process them. So it's like basically living a life of cotton.
It's
Really
like, I
is.
was gonna say that's an extra second for you.
Yeah.
I was thinking like that's like when I took oxycodone or whatever for my knee.
Yeah.
That's like I was like, fuck this. I don't even need this in my
That's like
life.
that
This
time
is-
I had rapper mushrooms.
Roadhouse.
Yeah, Roadhouse.
More hats equals less COVID, man. You're right. He's right.
I think it's masks, but it's whatever. It's whatever.
No, so it hit me yesterday where I kind of woke up and I was just like, my head was throbbing and I was like, oh fuck, this isn't fun. And so I went downstairs and I went to take a COVID test and I did it.
You sound like
and-
you're getting COVID during this conversation. Like,
Dude,
you're
you
like
should've-
getting worse at like nasally
Bro,
or as
you
you
should have
as
talked to
you
me.
speak.
You should have talked to me this morning. I tried to reserve my voice all day long. I only had one. I ended up doing some work today. I only got on the phone one time because I wanted to preserve as much of my voice as possible. Because this morning,
yeah,
I could barely speak. It was fucking horrible.
You got COVID-19 on the boat, but you just got up to 23 during the show.
I'm on COVID 23, baby.
Yeah,
boy.
man, you're fucking about to die.
it does sound
So-
sicker every sentence. We gotta close this show soon before
I
he
need a
dies.
dope dose of the vaccines to keep the COVID away.
Ew.
Ew. No, so hit me yesterday. Last night was kind of rough. I was just feeling fucking out of it. And then I ended up going to bed and I slept until like 10:30 this morning. I just could not move. And every time and I felt real bad because it was, first day of high school. And so I should have been a part of that. But instead, I couldn't get out of bed. So I stayed in bed. And then I woke up like
It was your
10:30.
first day of high school?
It was my first day of high school. I missed it, unfortunately.
I was gonna say,
Wow.
you realize restraining orders don't matter if you're sick; they don't just like go away. I don't think you got to go in now, bro.
They said I can't come to high
Or
school
should,
because I'm
should I
sick.
say, sir?
I can't
because
wait
of
till
the
I can go to
corner.
high school.
Hell yeah!
But no, so I'd say as of right now, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm here. I'm doing the show. I love you
Hey,
guys,
you look great.
and thanks for having me. Okay,
Sure.
I'm alive.
Thanks for being on the show this
And
week.
speaking of who isn't, we lost wrestling legend Terry Funk today. I'm good at segues. But yeah,
He
so I just
died?
wanted to- he died today, man.
Drunk Terry Funk, wasn't he only
Yeah.
like 60?
I mean, he was only like a fucking methed out wrestler, probably, but the man, I won't claim to be a huge wrestling fan of him in his heyday, but I'm a huge fan of Stranglemania, as most old school juggalos are. He was so many hilarious jokes. The man passed away today, so I wanted to show an homage and a shout out. He won't hear it, but you know. What?
What he died from? Was it COVID?
It turns out, even when he was alive, though, he wasn't listening to Scrub Hop Talk. So.
He was hard of hearing? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, I have no idea. I don't know what he died of. I mean,
Wise Guys keeps chatting Roadhouse
Cheers
into
to
the group chat, and I typed in Terry Funk into the Googler, and the first thing that comes up is Terry Funk Roadhouse.
that's hilarious. We manifested that.
That was
bro.
a tragic segue.
Yeah, well, sometimes they end poorly. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, have you ever been on a regular Segway? They could end poorly too.
I have not. So yeah, I mean, especially our homie X1G, huge wrestling head. A lot gonna be missed by many, but the Juggalo in me misses drunk Terry Funk, getting his ass kicked by Cactus Sack.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna think about that Cactus Sack match for probably a long time.
He was 79.
The reason that you say it like that, dog, is because you've never watched it. You've never seen 3D and Guido. You just haven't lived. You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, no. I do remember 3D and Guido. I remember seeing that the first time. I was just a boy, actually. I was probably just a young boy watching 3D and Guido and drunk Terry Funk with, what was the other guy?
No, if you can tell me. If you can tell me who 3D or Guido is, I got a mystery box coming your way. $125 worth of merch.
Oh, they were in the same oeuvre as Drunk Terry Funk. They did similar type stuff.
Exactly.
They were just out there.
I'm just saying.
They were doing same kind of stuff. It was all normal.
Is it Diamond Donovan Douglas?
Better known as 3D.
3D! And me, I'm Guido.
Handsome Harley Guastello.
That's what I said. I said the same thing.
Yes. Anyway, so that was that's all that really happened in the world of pop culture today. But to me, that guy's a Juggalo star, so he needed to get a shout out.
Roadhouse.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. That's all I have for you guys.
What's up, Tracy? Welcome to the show.
I don't have anything. I'm done. I'm honestly, I feel attacked this episode, unfortunately. Like it kind of feels like
you shouldn't be here on Sunday because we're gonna murder your face off.
Oh, you got more? Oh, do you have more? You're so strong.
Thank you.
We do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're coming at your face like your mom.
I would like to just let Starbeats know that as soon as Cotton figures out how to use his phone, he's going to have that beautiful piece of art behind him on the wall.
Didn't you say you could send it to me by the end of this episode? Why haven't you done that yet?
Send it to you.
Didn't you say you could say? You actually said with your
I'm down with a battle royale. I just want to beat the shit out of Cotton.
No. Go ahead, because you said with your own
mouth.
I
would do a Canonized Fight Club, but not.
You actually said no. Hold on, Jay, because Big Trox actually said only moments ago, I could send it to you by the end of this episode. Oh yeah, big strong man, can you?
Link.
You haven't fucking sent anything. Oh yeah. Go ahead, run away like you always do. Don't even finish the conversation, you piece of garbage.
Are you done?
Barely.
I'm still here. Okay, I'm done.
I'm done.
He said, Trox, you get my latest clip with the side chick. I don't think I did. Can you resend that, please?
I got a clip with a side chick. If you,
I got like.
You don't. Your chick just has a new boyfriend. That's not a side chick. She just doesn't love you anymore.
Cotton's too busy being bullied to work his phone.
See, thank you. That's actually what's going on here, is that I'm being bullied.
Wasn't bullied in
the chaos pleases me immensely.
It's not even chaos. He's just a 90s word, and even his mom doesn't love him the way she used to or is supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Well, and with that, Cotton,
but I am tonight is kind of out of material. I'm not, but you guys are, and don't blame it on me.
So please like, subscribe, share the show. That's the only way that people are ever going to find out that we do this thing. All of you in the chat, we love chatting with you every week. Tell your friends, bring them along. We would love to see them. We do this every week. This is episode 100 of Scrub Hop Live. We will be back for episode 159 of Scrub Hop Talk on Sunday for the full length show. That's where we do, the full length 90 minutes. And this show, this is just the quick 30 minutes.
Please, nobody tell my wife that 90 minutes is considered full length, because I've only ever been a trailer. All right, you guys.
You look like you're ready to have a handlebar mustache. That's true.
We will
All right, everybody.
This show's sponsored by Adidas. Thank you so much, Adidas, for sponsoring the show.
Not. It's not.
Thank you, Adidas, for sponsoring the show.
Adidas
Thank you so much.
has child labor. Adidas supports child labor. Don't support Adidas.
Just end the show. You can't let him slander Adidas like this on the air.
Are the 3 bars they shove children behind. Don't.
That's the prison bars. That's the 3 stripes.
Don't support Adidas. I'm trying.
You gotta stop the show.
Cotton, the only sponsor to this show is and forever will be
California.